Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm filming the 2020 Lincoln Navigator. This vehicle competes against the BMW X6, the Cadillac Escalade, and the Mercedes-Benz GLS. But let's take a look underneath the Navigator here. This has the same motor that's in the Ford Raptor. There's a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6. It makes 450 horsepower, 510 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with a 10-speed transmission, co-developed by Ford and General Motors. Fuel economy for the Navigator here is rated at 16 in the city, 21 on the highway, and 18 combined. Premium gas is recommended. But let's close the hood here of the Navigator. You guys can see my tester's in this black exterior color with the chrome here. If you guys like chrome, I think you guys will love this exterior color with the chrome accents. Full LED headlights are going to be standard on all trim levels. An LED turn signal with an LED daytime running light with LED fog lights to the lower part of your bumper. There is front parking sensors here with this big chrome grille with the Lincoln emblem front and center. Take a look here on the side profile of the Navigator. Starting with these tires and wheels. These are 85/45 with tire wrapped in this 22-inch rim design. Yes, this is 22-inch rim. I like the multi-spoke here with the alloy-like finish, but you can get a 21 spoke wheel just in case you want to see all those. But honestly, I wouldn't get that one because it's too hard to clean. But I know with the price tag of this car, you won't be cleaning your own Navigator. There's this Navigator badge here on the side fender, LED side marker, and my Tesla has this massive panoramic sunroof on top. My Tesla does come equipped with running boards. The wheelbase for the Navigator is rated at 131.9 with an overall length of 221 inches. But looking at the rear of the Navigator, these taillights back here are going to be a full LED. The Lincoln name, which is spelled out. There's this rear blade to keep this rear glass clean. A stand-up backup camera. Looking down here, underneath this plastic cover here, that's where you would basically hook up your boat just in case you wanted to go boating for the weekend. Rear parking sensors. When you open up the tailgate back here, is a power lift gate. It's going to come standard on all trim levels. You get around 36.6 cubic feet of space. When you fold the second row down, you press this button, the seats will electrically fold down. It's 72.3 cubic feet of space. And when you fold the third row down, and my Tesla has the 8-person configuration, once you fold everything down, you get 120.3 cubic feet of space. So it's very competitive with the Cadillac Escalade, but remind you, GM has switched over to an independent rear suspension, which the Navigator has underneath here with these dual exhausts. I'm surprised they didn't go with a quad exhaust, but I wish they would have just finished it off in a quad exhaust. But let's take a look at the interior of the Navigator. Sitting inside the 2020 Lincoln Navigator L, looking at this interior, my tester screams American luxury, but closing the door here, and unfortunately my tester doesn't have the soft close function. The Cadillac Escalade offers that, the one that I showed you, which is a redesign that General Motors has to offer. Looking here at the materials on the door panel, it's going to be a soft touch ejection molded plastic, 3-person memory seat. Your controls are here. This has the 30 position seats. Honestly, I find it overwhelming a little bit. There's a lot of positions to find the most comfortable way of sitting. It is one touch up, one touch down for all 4 windows. You can power fold the mirrors in with a click of a button here. Your headlight controls are going to be down here. Your trunk release, it does have adjustable pedals for short people like myself. The steering wheel is a nice leather wrapped steering wheel. You have paddles to shift it at 10-speed automatic. Your volume controls, your sync and your track button. Your cruise controls buttons are going to be here. And this 12-inch display here, it's not customizable. Unfortunately, the only thing you can really show is just your different drive modes, which I can select, which is like the sport mode, serve, normal 4x4, slippery, and deep condition. I like the way the drive modes look. It looks really nice. Nice leather wrapped steering wheel here. Nice wood trim down here. It's a lot of real metal and wood trim and black piano plastic trim in here. Nice leather wrapped dashboard here. This does have the Revel sound system. My Tesla has a heads-up display. You guys can see it's picking up there on the camera. But the Cadillac is going to have that OLED screen, which is like 38 inches. So that's going to be mainly focused on the actual driver there. Looking at this screen here, this is a 8-inch display, but Lincoln could have made it a 12-inch display. They took up some of this black real estate here. This is the Sync 3, which is Lincoln's version of the Ford system, which is a fast system here. As you guys can see, it does move pretty fast. Go back here to the home button, show you guys your radio presets here, onto different apps. Go to settings here. You have different things like your navigation, the Lincoln Way displays, the vehicle settings, valet mode, and whatnot. Pressing this button here, it shows you different camera views of the Navigator. There's a 360 view. There's a front-facing camera here. Looking down here at the center controls is a push button transmission. So to put into reverse, you put your foot on the brake and press the R button here for reverse. You can see trajectory with distance markers with a top-down 360 view. And for some reason, the camera it shrinks the view. And you can click the D for drive, N for neutral, of course, and P for park. Looking down here, there's some real metal trim for the volume and tuning knobs. 3-level heated and cool seats. Nice tactile feel to these knobs and whatnot. Real wood trim here. A wireless charging pad, a USB-C in there. A 12-volt is damped and it's lined with felt inside. My tester has the ambient lighting in here. As you can see, it fits my bottle of water just fine. As you can see deep down inside there, there's the lighting for the ambient lighting there. Different drive modes, parking sensors, parallel park, auto hold, automatic start stop, electronic parking brake. Open up the center console here. We can remove this tray and whatnot. There's a 12-volt inside there, and unfortunately you can't open this single. You have to open it basically right there. So if someone had the arm here, they would have to basically move their arm. More soft touch ejection molded plastic here on the dashboard there. Open up the glove box, is damped, it's lined with felt. It's a big size glove box. These seats in here, they look really nice. I like the way these seats look futuristic. Like I mentioned, these are the 30-way perfect position seating. Honestly, like I mentioned, it's very overwhelming using these seats, but once you get the right seating position, these seats will hold you in place. They're really nice. And above me, my Tesla has this massive panoramic sunroof, but it does not extend into the actual third row. There's LED lighting throughout the whole entire cabin in here. So nice touches that Lincoln has to offer. But I want you guys to comment down below, what do you think about this Lincoln interior? To get into the second and third row of the Navigator here, my Tesla has these running boards, but they're not deployed right now. But getting into, I'm gonna sit on this side of the vehicle here. My Tesla has the 8-person configuration. It comes with the rear seat entertainment. There is climate controls back here. You have this small little help screen to show you when the media is. You have 3-level heated seats, 2 USB ports here, a 12-volt, a household outlet here. Open up this little compartment down there. There's 2 cup holders. Lincoln says you get around 42.6 cubic feet of space. And above me, there's this massive panoramic sunroof. The materials are nice touch. But let's get into the third row here. I'm gonna slide the seat forward. But unfortunately, if this seat wasn't here, there'd been a nice alleyway to get into the third row. So I'm gonna just cross over here. This is with the seat not too far back, but I have plenty of legroom back here. Just like in the newest Escalade, you have this independent rear suspension, so you get more cargo, more legroom. I have the recline function here, which is a power recline function, so it does tip back a little bit. There's air vents on top, but the panoramic sunroof does not come to the actual third row. Cup holders, a USB port back here. But overall, the back seat, the third row back here can definitely fit someone probably over 6 feet tall. But overall, I'm 5'8" and I have plenty of room and whatnot. But Lincoln raised the legroom back here at 41 inches of legroom. But let's take the Navigator out and see how performance with a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. Starting off in the 2020 Lincoln Navigator, the view from the Navigator is really good. You have this big commanding view of the road, these big side mirrors here. This has Lincoln Copilot 360, which offers emergency braking, rear cross traffic alert, adaptive cruise control. So it does come standard with a lot of Lincoln's safety tech, which you guys would want in a modern day SUV like this. The seats in here are comfortable, and they could be overwhelming at some times because they're 30-way position seats. And I have the L version, and honestly, this truck is long, maneuvering through this tight parking spots through here. But honestly, this thing rides really smooth and has the same engine from the Ford Raptor, which has that 3.5 liter V6, which makes 450 horsepower, 510 pound-feet of torque, and it's paired with a 10-speed automatic. But it sounds pretty good. The 10-speed knows how to be refined. Lincoln is refining it every so often. Slight acceleration, really quick. The 10-speed is really good. It's just fine, and it sounds really good as well. My Tesla has the heads-up display. One thing about the Navigator, it does have some really good competitors like the Mercedes-Benz GLS, the Cadillac Escalade, which is redesigned for the 2021 model year. That has the independent rear suspension, the OLED screen that's inside. So Lincoln does have a little catching up to do compared to what the Escalade is offering. Surprised to see that this car doesn't have air ride suspension, but it doesn't need it. It has adaptive dampers with a leveling kit, so it rides just fine. This rides on the same platform as the F-150, so really good platform. And this weighs around 5,900 pounds, so she's a heavy girl, honestly, but she does get the power out just fine. Like I mentioned, you get the L version and we want to carry more things in the rear back there. You get around 120 cubic feet of space. With the new Escalade that they offer around 144, so Lincoln is going to refresh this thing and make it a little bit more bigger in the near future, hopefully, so it can compete with the Cadillac. But the Navigator, it's a well-rounded SUV, and you would honestly just drive this thing to go to a yacht party, to go out to dinner with your spouse. But this thing is really nice, and the price tag is sticker shock. As a house on wheels, honestly. It's a real sticker shock, honestly. Once I tell you guys the price, you're like, well, how much? But it's a Lincoln, it's American luxury, and you get what you pay for it. If you're looking for American luxury, the Lincoln Navigator offers that. So how much does a Navigator cost? Starting price for my Tester behind me, stickers for $86,600. My Tester has the rear seat entertainment, which is around $2,000. The 208-1 package, which is $1,500. My Tester stickers for a grand total of $92,365. I'd like to give a special thanks to Lincoln of Cutler Bay. You guys can come check out their brand new dealership. It's basically like a mansion, honestly, and I love the way the dealership looks. But I would like to give a special thanks to the marketing agent Chris for providing me with the Lincoln Navigator. If you're in the market for a Lincoln Navigator, you can come to Lincoln of Cutler Bay and ask for Chris. And I hope you guys have enjoyed my full overview on the 2020 Lincoln Navigator L. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at DriveOnReviews, and please keep subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'll catch you all in the next video.